welcome to another video. It is finally November, which means that Cozy-tober has finished. It is over. Here is my stack of paintings, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. So I thought that today we could work on making my Cozy-tober zine. So if you didn't watch my last year's Inktober recap video, I filmed all of my Inktobers and then like put them together and then did kind of like a Q&A thing, but I didn't film all my Cozy-tobers this time because it's a lot of work. So instead we're doing a video about how I make my zines. Last year I made myself a Inktober zine. I'm gonna go grab it. Last year I made myself this zine. It's my little Inktober zine, and it has all of my Inktober paintings from last year. And I made it so that it has like an end peeper kind of thing going on too, which I think is really cute. So this year I want to do the same thing, but I thought it would be fun for us to work on the front covers together. I've been thinking about this a lot. And I am thinking, I like this, the little square format thing that I have going on, so I'm probably just going to take the same file that I used last year to organize all of my paintings. But the main thing that I want to include this year is, first I have to repaint, or not repaint, but I have to paint a new end paper. And I was thinking I would do something kind of like my little knitted textures that I've been doing in my Cozy-tobers, like this one, because I think they turned out really cute, and I really like how the watercolor knitted looks, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna freehand that in a minute when I get started. I also want to remake a new cover, obviously, because it's a new year. I was thinking I could do something with my little plants. So maybe have little plants along the edges and then have little stars, and then I'll have the center part empty for the title. And then the last thing I want to do is I want to scan. So for last year's Inktober, I just put the little prompts like that on the bottom. But this year I made kind of a little like definition for each of my paintings like this, which you'll see in my Instagram photos if you've been following that on Instagram. So I need to scan all of them and then edit all of them so that they look realistic, and I want to include them on each page. The only thing I don't have to do is scan all the paintings and edit them, because I've already done that, because past Cecile was nice to current Cecile. So yeah, I think that's all for the little intro part. So let's get started. Oh, I have been making myself more little earrings. So here is my little pair of cloud and rainbows, and oh, I also made myself these little soot spray earrings, which, oh, hello, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, that's not related to Cozy-tober. I'm just excited about them. I wanted to show it to you guys. Alright, yeah, okay, let's get started on the zine. I am excited. it is voiceover Cecile here, and I am just going to talk you through the making of the zine now that I have finished painting my covers. Here I am just scanning in those little slips of paper that I used in my Instagram photos that have all of the little like cozy definitions. Now I am formatting all of the images together into one large PDF. Here is a little cheat sheet for how to organize your pages. Basically, if you have a 32-page zine, you need 5 sheets of paper, and I have them organized here in columns for you. So basically follow this guide, print the top row on the first 5 pages, and then print the second row on the backs, and you should be good to go. It was some big brain stuff that took me a long time to figure out, and even though I figured it out last year, it was still a pain in the ass to figure it out again this year. So yeah, hopefully that will make any zine making for you guys a little bit easier. The way that I format my zines is I like to make my pages 4 inches by 5 inches because that gives me enough space on the margins to print on a regular letter-sized paper. I guess depending on the paper that you have wherever you are, that might be different, because I know the sizing for A4 is slightly different. But yeah, and then once I have all my pages printed out, I cut them into, the smaller pages, and then I fold them. And then I make sure everything looks right before I start the binding process. So for binding, there are 2 ways that you can probably bind your zine. You can sew it together, or you can staple bind it. I use staples just because it's a little bit faster for me. But I've done thread-bound books before, and that's also easy and fun. So I don't have a bookbinding stapler, so the way that I do it is I make a little guide for where to put my staples, and then I punch little holes in all of the pages with a push pin, and then I take out individual staples from my stapler, and I stick it into the holes. And then once all of that is done, you can use like a ruler or a bone folder. I have a plastic bone folder that I bought from Blix a while ago, and you can use that to push the staples down so that it is all nice and stapled together. If you want to thread bound your books, you can do that too. There are plenty of tutorials on YouTube that can show you how. I particularly like Sea Lemon's bookbinding tutorials. They're very simple and informative, and they make it look not too hard, which is nice. Once your binding method is complete, you are done. You have a very cute little 32-page zine all done. it's the next day now and it's done. Like, isn't this so cute? I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think the cover, the little like, where's the painting that I did? This design that I painted came out really cute for the cover, and I didn't have to do like a background color, which is nice because it saves on ink. And I don't know, I just think it's so cute. I think it turned out better than last year's Inktober zine, which is also cute. I also really like that one. Ta-da! So now I have a collection of two. I think they're pretty cute. I like that this one is a lot more vibrant because I tried to kind of match it with the paintings that are on the inside, so the style kind of goes together. And I also really like this interior page that I made for the cover. It's not really an interior page, but it's like if it were a real book it would have like a binding page. I don't know what they're called. I don't really know things about books, but yeah, I think it turned out really cute. I'm really happy with it, and the zine will be up in my shop with my next shop update. I'm still waiting for my wooden pins to come in and my acrylic charms to come in. My acrylic charms aren't even being done, aren't even done being manufactured. They're not even finished. Whatever, you get my point. So shop update should be happening sometime mid-November, hopefully. And yeah, this will be on it along with matching prints and stickers and a bunch of other things that I've been making these past few days. I've been like burying myself in drawing so that I don't have to think about the election. So hopefully by the time this video is out, we'll know the results, but currently I don't know, and it's very stressful, and I've only had like 4 hours of sleep. So yeah, but anyway, this is done. I really like it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching me make it and figure out the process for it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And even though the election is over, I will have petitions and places to donate and things like that in the description box as always, because you know, Black lives still matter and all those other things are good too. So check those out along with all of my links to my shop and Patreon and you know, all those good things. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for being part of my cozy little space on the internet. Bye friends, see you in the next one.